I'm going to show you a tutorial for how to complete today's assignment. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to Google Classroom to find the assignment, and one person in your group, so whatever group you worked with to create your survey, one person from your group is going to come to this template and you're going to say file and make a copy. So once you make a copy of the template, make sure you name it with your group name. Or you can just put the people's names in your group in the title if you want to. Now, when you go through this, if you see any of these yellow directions on the side, make sure that you read them carefully. So read the directions for what you need to do for the first slide. And then what you're going to do in order to complete this presentation is you're going to go to your original survey that you created as a group. I'm going to use my ice cream survey as an example. So my ice cream survey looked like this. You should have this, or the person who created it at least should be the one who has this. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the data. So whatever number of responses you had, in this case this is 28 responses. Now I used the third period data because everybody in the class did take this survey. So once you have your survey out, what you want to do is you want to see a summary of your responses. So you're going to click on responses and find where it says summary of responses. So I'm going to click that, and in a nice graph it opens up a summary of I know that 28 people took my survey, and then it does a graph for strawberry. And you can kind of look and do a quick interpretation. Most people thought strawberry was okay. This is what they thought of vanilla, chocolate, and mint chip. So what I did was I took screenshots of that data and I put it in this slide presentation. So what you're going to do as a group is you're going to split up the work and you're going to find the mean rating that students gave to vanilla ice cream. Now this is just like the Mars task that you did, except now you're using data from our students, from students in our class. So I did this third one as an example for you so you can get a look at how I want you to show your work in order to finally find the mean, and I highlighted the answer. If you want a tutorial on how to do that, I put that in slide 2. So watch my video tutorial on how to find the mean if you're stuck on completing the rest of these. So you're going to find the average for 4, 5, and 6, but split up that group work so that each person gets at least one to do. Now, wherever you see a blank, I want you to make sure you take all the lines out. This last one would be mint chip. And if you need to take a picture of your data, I'm going to just quickly show you how you would do that. You'd go to your summary of responses, find the data you want a picture of. I'm going to use Snagit and capture an image or region. So I can click and drag what I want. I just want mint chip. Take a snapshot. Once I do that, once this turns green down here, I can retitle it mint chip. And the way that I'm going to get it into my slide presentation is I'm going to download it. So in the bottom right hand corner where this blue box is down here, I click in the blue box and I say download. When I do that, it creates a PNG in this bar right here. The reason why I download it, even though I know that it's in my TechSmith folder, it's so much easier for me to take that picture and pull it up. So I just click and drag it straight into the document. That means that it's right there. I can enlarge it, and then I have my graph, and I can do the interpretation to find the mean in this yellow area. You're going to do that in slides 9 through 12. So you guys, each person in your group needs to get at least one piece of data and put a different graph, and you have to find the mean or the average for it. So you're going to do that, and for slide 8, this is where you're going to put in a screenshot of your survey. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Actually, I need to add an extra one right here. So the way you would put a screenshot of your survey is the same thing. You're just going to use Snagit. So you're going to go back to your survey. Why I don't need all of these. Go back to your original survey and view the live version of it. And then what I want you to do is I want you to take a picture of this and then add it to the slide. So just like I did before, snag it. I'm going to capture a region so I can maybe just do part of it. I can always crop part of it later. Take my picture. I can rename it if I want to. I don't have to. Or you know what? If I want to, I want to delete it out of my drive later. So I'm just going to say delete me as a reminder to myself. I'm going to click in this blue box and download it so that it comes down here. When I go back into my slide presentation, I click and I drag it in. And let's see if okay, that looks okay, I think. And then I can click and I can drag it so it's a lot bigger. And there I have a description of my survey. Actually, I don't like this on the edge. So now they know, whoever looks at this slide presentation knows that this is what my survey was about. It was about ice cream flavors and the ratings that people gave it. So that's exactly what you're going to go do on this blank slide, slide 9 right here. When you're finished with that, the final thing you have to do is you have to include a summary of what you learned from your data. So for example, if I was the person who worked on slide 4, I can say that I learned that on average, the average rating for strawberry was a 3.07. So that means most people just thought strawberry was okay. So I'll put a summary of that. The average rating for strawberry ice cream was 3.07, which meant that most people thought it was just okay. So that would be what I learned from this data. I want a bullet point for every person in your group. And just to show that you did it, I want each person to choose a different color. That way you take responsibility for what you did, and I know that you did your part. Okay? As soon as this is done, turn it into Google Classroom. If it's not done, I want you to work on whatever's not finished for homework, even if it's just working on your part, and let your group members do their part too. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you tomorrow.